Anika stretched across the sleeping bag, face turned towards the door. The pitter-patter had now turned into a rainstorm. For the first time since her problems began, Anika cried. It had now hit her. How desperate she had been to come to a dump like this. How lonely she was because no one she knew could give her shelter. How broke that she could not afford a decent roof over her head. The booming knock on her door jolted her and Benji barked, sounding the warning that she wasn't alone. "Who is it?" "I'm your neighbour, Charles." Neighbour? She cracked the door open just to peek. The door gave way, though, and slipped out of her hand. Benji sounded the warning again. "Easy, boy. I'm not going to hurt your miss." He bent down to the dog and stroked his muzzle. Anika couldn't see his face clearly, but she could see his beard. When he stood up, she had to take a step back to really be able to look at him, since he was tall, almost 6 feet. Heat suffused him, and he smelled deliciously of green apples and pine. "Goodness, this place is a mess. Why don't you come over to my place? At least there's heat and electricity." He glanced over at her sleeping bag on the floor. "I don't know you," she blurted out. A few seconds ticked on, and she knew he was thinking. "All right. How about I see if I can get the electricity going and start a fire?" Anika felt bile rush up to her throat. "No!" Her voice came out like a cry. He stilled. "No, what I mean is, if you can please get the electricity going, that would be great. But I don't need a fire." He paused. "Let me see what I can do."